Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, On the Road with Susan. And if you've followed any of my videos, you know that I am a Muffler Man chaser. But not just Muffler Man, I chase giants. Big roadside attractions that everyone seems to be fascinated with. So today, we're gonna head on down to Texas and I wanna tell you about the biggest Texan there is, and that's Big Tex at the State Fair. So it's September. They're getting ready for the 3-week long State Fair. So let's get into it. As they are putting Big Tex in place for this year's State Fair of Texas, I want to take a little time to tell you more about this 55-foot tall cowboy and the fascinating history behind him. For more than 70 years, Big Tex has been more than just a statue. He's been the face of the fair, a Texas icon, and a tradition that has grown alongside the state itself. Believe it or not, Big Tex didn't start out as a cowboy. In 1949, the town of Kerens, Texas, built what they called the world's largest Santa Claus. At 49 feet tall, he was meant to draw Christmas shoppers into downtown. But the novelty, it didn't last long. By 1951, the Santa was sold to the State Fair of Texas for only $750. Artist Jack Bridges transformed him, gave him new clothes, a cowboy hat, and Texas-sized grin. And in 1952, Big Tex debuted at the State Fair and instantly became a hit. Just a year after his debut in 1953, Big Tex got his voice. For the first time, fairgoers heard his now famous greeting, "Howdy, folks." The secret? His voice wasn't recorded. It came from a live announcer hidden in a nearby booth, speaking through a sound system that gave Big Tex that deep Texas draw. It made him feel real, like he was talking directly to you. And here's the fascinating part. After all these years, this is still how Big Tex greets visitors today. A live announcer continues to provide his voice, giving him personality, warmth, and that unmistakable Texas welcome.
Welcome back to the State Fair of Texas.
But that's not just his voice anymore. Today, Big Tex's head turns, his eyes move, he waves his arm, all controlled by that announcer in real time. It's a small detail that makes a huge impact, helping this 55-foot cowboy feel less like a statue and more like a living part of the fair. By the 1960s, Big Tex wasn't just a novelty anymore. He had become a true Texan tradition. Families made him their first stop when arriving at the fair, posing for photos at his booths every year. For many children, that first look up at Big Tex's smiling face was the official start of fall. This is also the decade when his wardrobe started making headlines. Each year, he sported a brand new Western shirt and a pair of massive jeans, always sewn by a Texas companies. The reveal of Big Tex's outfit became something people look forward to, almost like a fashion show for the world's tallest cowboy. By the 1970s, Big Tex was so much part of the fair that people joked that the event couldn't open without him. But the years weren't without challenges. His original framework, designed back in the 1950s, wasn't meant to endure decades of Texas heat, wind, and those storms. Engineers worked behind the scenes to reinforce his body and keep him standing tall through rain or shine. The 1980s brought even more attention to Big Tex's style. His shirts became flashier, his jeans sturdier, and his boots increasingly creative, works of art in their own right. It wasn't unusual for newspapers to run features just on what Big Tex was wearing that year. He wasn't only the greeter at the gate, he had become the symbol of Texas pride, resilience, and even fashion. Big Tex's wardrobe is one of the most beloved traditions of the fair. Every few years, he gets a brand new outfit designed and sewn right there in Texas. His shirt has a sleeve 14 feet long. His jeans weigh more than 100 pounds. And his Lochuchi boots are taller than most adults. But not every year went smoothly. In 1974, Big Tex's brand new shirt was actually stolen before the fair began. Jack Bridges, the man who created Big Tex, left an enormous 150-pound shirt in his truck while stopping for a sandwich. And when he came back, it was gone. Police joked that if they found someone wearing a size 97 extra long shirt, they had some serious questions. The state fair even offered a $100 reward for its return, but no one came forward. Luckily, H.D. Lee, the company that was making his clothing, rushed to create a replacement, an old patched up shirt that was kept on standby just in case Big Tex had to appear half dressed that year. It's stories like this that only add to his legend. Even his clothes have made their own history. One of the most unforgettable moments in Big Texas history happened on October 19th, 2012. A electrical fire broke out inside of him, and within minutes, flames engulfed the cowboy who stood tall for 6 decades. Fairgoers watched in shock as he collapsed. But Texans are resilient, and so is Big Tex. Engineers and artists worked tirelessly to rebuild him, and in 2013, he returned, taller, stronger, and more lifelike than even before. His boots, decorated with Texan stars, quickly became his most iconic features. The State Fair of Texas itself is one of the largest in the nation, running for 24 days each fall. It features concert, midway rides, livestock shows, fried food creations, and of course, the Texas O&U football game. In fact, in 2025, the fair was voted number 4 on the USA Today list of the top 10 best state fairs, a recognition of its size, history, and the joy it brings millions each year. As September draws an end, crews carefully rise Big Tex into position, and it's sure sign that fall has arrived in Texas. Families stop for photos beneath his boots, kids wave up at him, and first timers marvel at his size. Big Tex isn't just a statue, he's a tradition, a marker of time that families pass down for generations to generations. Big Tex has come a long way from his start as a small town Santa Claus to his fury rebirth and his role today as one of Texas' most beloved icon. He's not only the face of the fair, but he's also a symbol of resilience, tradition, and community. And for me personally, Big Tex is on my travel list for 26. I plan to attend the State Fair of Texas and finally stand beneath his wide brim hat and hear that famous howdy, folks, in person and enjoy the millions who have made him part of their memories. So the next time you hear that deep Texas welcoming you to the fair, take a moment, look up, smile, and wave because, as Big Tex himself would say, howdy, folks. Welcome to the greatest fair in Texas. Until next time.